Ah, the holidays. It's a time for getting together and spreading controversy.
What are you talking about?
Family get-togethers that are ultimately spoiled by, that one uncle who's going to say that one thing that no one should say that sends the entire holiday into a tailspin.
Actually, yeah. But, maybe not a great premise for a holiday video.
True. Well, what about, a Christmas movie marathon where we go over all the beloved classics of American cinema and review why such old movies have become such valued treasures endeared to the hearts of American moviegoers, bringing families together for generations past and generations to come?
Or we could just do a Marvel post-credit scene countdown.
Screw the holiday cheer. I'm all in.
Good, because I'm not watching It's a Wonderful Life ever again.
Technically, that does count as a time travel movie.
Moving on.
Right. Sorry. To celebrate the holiday movie marathon watching, we're going over scenes that thread the Marvel Cinematic Universe together.
Love them or hate them, post-credit scenes are what gave birth to the most successful cinematic universe of all time. We've gone through the 12 best and most iconic scenes that cemented Marvel as the superhero silver screen juggernaut that it is today.
Yes, but does this inherently have anything to do with Christmas?
No! And who cares?
That works for me. But we should have some sort of Christmas theming to it. I don't know, call it maybe an MCU MCUL.
Is that a Merry Christmas Ultimate Marvel Cinematic Universe list?
Exactly.
That sucks.
Well, what about
a Marvel Merry Christmas countdown?
Oh, that sings.
Right?
Yeah, like Christmas Caroler sings.
Ugh. Don't make this weirder than it already is.
Yeah, right. Sorry. So join us for our Merry Marvel Christmas countdown of the best post-credit scenes this holiday, starting off with number 12.
Number 12.
Okay, so we're starting off swinging. Coming in at number 12 on our list is a scene at the end of the Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings movie. And when you know it, this scene has Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
Hear us out. Phases 1 through 3 strung a universe together with mid-credit scenes. And we think a good scene in the credits does a few things.
First, it's intriguing. Some kind of problem or mystery is presented to the audience.
Second, it should push the story Marvel is trying to tell with its greater universe forward.
Also, it should have hype. It should excite you for what comes next.
And lastly, if it's not going to do any of those things, it should at least be entertaining.
And the scene in Shang-Chi's credits is literally all of those things.
Coming in as one of the longest post-credit scenes at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Sheesh. This scene sets up a mystery about what the hell these rings even are.
Nick, I remember getting to this scene and this felt so important, right?
Yeah.
We're in phase 4. This felt like the first big direction of phase 4 that we were getting, right? Like this was, that scene with Nick Fury, you're about to become part of a bigger world. It literally felt like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Wong talking to our guy here, Shang-Chi, right? It felt like we were entering into something bigger.
Yeah, and Bruce Banner's there. I think also Captain Marvel, right? So, essentially, some of the most important characters, moving forward, and we're all have this question mark about what are these and where they come from, and super important. Definitely felt Fury-esque from that first time. That really felt like we were about to push to the next phases here of Marvel.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. And, I think this was the first time since probably Endgame that we had any semblance that the Avengers were, still an organization. Not just talked about. There were at least two Avengers next to each other. Maybe you can include Wong in that. Mm-hmm. 3 Avengers talking. And I don't know if we've seen any semblance of an Avengers organization really since then either.
Right, yeah, that's a great point. And one of my favorite parts of the scene, too, is we had a big question mark for a while of, why is Bruce in a sling? It's Bruce Banner, not the Hulk. Why is he in a sling? What's going on? How did this happen? Because prior to that, he was the blend of Hulk. He had in Endgame, he had put the brains and the brawn together, and he was Smart Hulk. But in this after credit scene, he was just Bruce Banner, and we had no idea why. So there was even more questions that came up after that, which we got those answers later in She-Hulk, but still really cool.
Right. It's super interesting, and it recontextualized what we had already had come to know about the Ten Rings, right? That they were just these mystical weapons, right? And then we're told, no, they're actually not that. They're a beacon for something else, something that is coming, right? Like that felt like a Thanos is coming. Something is coming,
Right.
right? And that was exciting. This felt so promising for Phase 4 when it first came out.
And now we're not sure with Marvel changing its plan. So
that's the thing, right? That's why this for me this could have been higher on the list, honestly, because like I said before, it has everything. We haven't even talked about Wong singing karaoke with Shang-Chi and Katie later, which is a great way to a great joke to have piggybacked on from earlier in the movie, and just like a really fun way to see Wong. But yeah, we don't know if this is actually even relevant anymore with the changes that Marvel has seen. So for that reason, until we actually know whether or not this is going to be important down the road, or if this is just going to be cast aside, this is going to be toward the bottom of our top 12.
Yeah, time will tell. But what do you guys think? Does this scene belong on Marvel's best post-credit scene list? Let us know in the comments.
And be sure to stay tuned every day for the next 11 days as we count down the best Marvel post-credit scenes. It's the Merry Christmas Ultimate Marvel Cinematic Universe list. That's not what it's called anymore. And thank goodness, because Nick was absolutely right. That's awful. That's awful. It's a Merry Marvel Christmas, everybody.
Peace.